back to a new video. How you're doing? Hope you're all well. So I'm not sure yesterday if we actually spoke about it or not, but Tav got the battery tested and it's only at 22% health. So today we're going to go out and get a new battery, and while we're out we're going to take a trip to Wicks and get all the flooring so we can get on with the flooring. But we won't be doing the flooring today because as soon as we get back we're going to be getting back on with Rob's van and trying to sort his electrics and bed out for him. So when he goes down to get his gas fitted, that's all sorted. But first task of the day is to go and get a new battery.
About to leave, already packing.
Right, so this is take 2 because I've just tried recording it like the battery went flat halfway through, forgot it all. But we've come to Wicks to get all our stuff. We got a new battery, the fault light went off, and then the battery's broken down. The van's broken down again. So yeah, we're stranded. But this time, rather than being stranded with Graham, we're stranded with the one and only Rob.
Hello. How you doing?
Rob's opinion is it's fucked.
Yeah, so I can only, after 30 years in the military, my conclusion is it's fucked.
Yeah.
So just get a hammer, smack it around, put some explosives underneath, blow it, see if the engine starts after that. If not, just scrap it.
Yeah, but yeah, so we've got battery down here. It's a brand new battery, we just bought it, but I've disconnected the negative terminal. And what I'm going to do is leave that for 10 minutes and hopefully that resets the computer and then see if it starts basically. Because like I said, the fault light wasn't on after we bought a new battery. It went off, didn't come back on, nothing like that. As soon as we went to the ignition, turned it, no lights come on, nothing, and the needles are just like jumping about, and then they settle down again. Then when you try and start it again, they just jump about. So we have no idea. We called the RAC again, another 90-minute wait, so wait and see what happens. But we just need to get the van into like an Iveco specialist or something and have a look at it properly, because yeah, we can't have this all the time because it's so annoying.
Right, so the RAC's actually come really quickly and he's on his way now, and actually, coincidence, it's Liam's brother-in-law, so we should get good service. But Liam's and Rob's gone off to get some McDonald's because we're hungry, and yeah, we just can't be bothered, so we thought we'd cheer ourselves up by having a McDonald's. And they've even bought Liam's brother-in-law a McDonald's too, so he's going to be happy when he turns up. He said it sounds like a short after Liam was talking to him, which we thought there might be a short anyway, but obviously it looks more like that now. We'll see what he says or finds when he turns up. Hopefully he finds something. It'd be nice to actually find the issue. I feel like we just keep going around in circles and we keep thinking we found the issue and then we haven't. But yeah, it's a bit annoying, but you know what, just got to keep smiling and it'll be fine and we'll find it in the end. And you know what, it'd be worth it when we're sitting on that beach in the sunshine and living in the van full time again. So it'll be worth it, and we'll look back at this and it'll be a good story to tell and a funny one, and yeah, it'll be all fine. So I can't wait for them to get back with their McDonald's because I'm hungry, and I'm going to put the camera down and just chill out while I wait for the RAC to turn up.
Right, so we're back on the farm now and we're back with the van. First off, the issue which was stopping it from starting was probably my fault. I don't think I put the terminal on properly, like the positive terminal. When I put it on, when I placed the battery, I thought I pushed it all the way down, I thought I tightened it up fully, but I must not have done because it was a loose connection, and that's what was stopping it from starting. And the annoying thing is I actually checked the negative terminal and that was on there solid and weren't wiggling about or anything, but I didn't think to check the positive terminal because I just thought I'd done that properly. So yeah, so the reason it didn't start is actually my fault, but it was all worth it because Richard, who was my brother-in-law, he came out, so thanks Richard for sorting us out and actually finding our fault, because the fault we have found is, someone actually said it in the comments, I think it might be a couple of times as well, was this little git here. So it's the tow bar. Basically that's what's causing all the issues with like the fault light and stuff. Not the issues with battery drain. I think that was obviously just a dud battery basically, so that shouldn't be an issue anymore. But what was throwing that fault light on was the tow bar, and I think it's just dodgy connection. I think it's all corroded up and stuff. And the reason we found that is because in Richard's RAC van, if he doesn't connect his like tow lights and stuff up properly, it throws up the exact same fault light on his dash. So he got his like tone plates and stuff out, plugged them into that, and they weren't working properly. And then he was giving it a wiggle around, and it was kind of flashing on and off and not really connecting properly. But when they did come on, the light went off the dash, and then when it was flickering on and off, that light was flickering. So it's definitely to do with that. So tomorrow, I'm going to get that off. First thing I'm going to try is just to take it off, see how corroded it is and stuff. I might clean it up, and if that fixes it, I might leave it on. But because me and Tav can't tow anyway, because it's not on our license, it's best thing to do is just to take the whole lot off, take the whole tow bar off, the all electrical system for it and everything like that. So it's been a result. And he ran a diagnostics on it as well, because obviously he was checking for anything else that was like causing the issues or anything, and there was nothing. So there was some faults, but that's caused from that and messing up. But other than that, there's no like engine faults or anything like that. So the van is good in that sense. And we managed to actually find the fault, and we got the van back all in one piece. So yeah, very good. Even obviously though we was kind of like, oh, when it happened, it all worked out in the end, and it's worked out very well because now we know what the fault issue is. But I think we're actually still going to go to Rob's van, even though it's late, and try and sort out his solar panels, because I think I did wire it up wrong. Luckily it's not all connected in that lot, and it wouldn't have been like wrong enough to cause an issue, but I'll speak about that when we actually get over there. Right, so when I said I made some errors with like wiring up system, I'll show you what I've actually done wrong now, or at least I believe I've done it wrong. So when we wired all this up yesterday, I said that I was running the electric from that box into that, from the solar panel that is, from that into that, then it through a fuse and into the batteries. But what I'm going to do now is not run it through that, so I'm just going to run the solar power through that box and the split charge through that box. I think that's how they've supplied it, because they've supplied 4 of these fuse breakers, and if I wired up this way, I'd have been using 3 of them, and I think it's pretty pointless because I'm pretty sure they're both smart controllers, like for your solar, so you don't need to run it through both. So I'm just going to run it through that one, and then not run it through that one, and just use that one for the split charge relay. So it means I've got to do some like messing about, because I've got to take these terminals back off and lengthen the cables and stuff again. So I'm going to put it on time lapse, and I'm going to crack on trying to sort this out tonight, because it's already late and we want to get it done. Right, so we managed to hook up the solar panel and stuff, dead easy. Especially missing out, like, rather than running it through 2 of them. So let me quickly run you down of how I've set it up. So we've got the positive and negative coming from the solar panel, like I said, coming down, and then going into the MPPT Victron charger, and then from that, oh, that was flashing a bit weird, but yeah. So from that, I've got the positive going into a fuse breaker, then coming down to the positive end of the batteries, and then the negative is going out to like the earth point, and that's it, and that's charging away. Rob is just downloading the app now for this, to try and get all the like measurements and stuff like that, and then we'll just kind of see how it all goes tomorrow, when obviously we actually get some sunlight.